Imagine this. 10 years from now, you wake up in a life you secretly dreamed about. Your finances are stable, your mind is peaceful, your body is healthy, you no longer feel lost. And then someone asks you, when did everything start to change? You pause, not because it happened overnight, but because it started with one small decision, one moment, one day when you finally stopped ignoring the voice inside you, the voice that knew you were capable of more, the voice you're hearing right now. Because whether you realize it or not, your future self is begging you to watch this. Part 1. The silent regret most people never talk about. People think failure is painful, but psychology tells us something surprising. The greatest pain isn't failure, it's regret. Research consistently shows that as people get older, they don't regret the risks they took. They regret the opportunities they ignored, the dreams they postponed, the conversations they never had, the life they never fully lived. Think about that. Years from now, your future self won't be angry because you failed. They'll be heartbroken because you never tried. Because every day you delay becoming who you're meant to be. You quietly create a future filled with what if, and there is no heavier burden than wondering what your life could have become. Part 2. Your future self already exists. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself 10 years from today. Picture the person you could become. How do they walk? How do they think? How do they speak? What habits do they have? What fears have they conquered? Now here's something fascinating. Psychologists have discovered that people often treat their future selves like strangers. That's why it's easy to waste time, easy to procrastinate, easy to choose comfort, because the consequences feel like they belong to someone else, but they don't. That future person is you. Every bad habit you continue today, your future self pays for it. Every excuse you make today, your future self carries it. Every opportunity you ignore today, your future self loses it. And if they could speak to you right now, what do you think they would say? Part 3. The conversation with your future self. Imagine your future self standing in front of you, older, wiser, stronger. They look directly into your eyes and say, please stop waiting. Stop waiting until you're motivated. Stop waiting until you feel confident. Stop waiting until the timing is perfect, because perfect timing never arrives. They would tell you that confidence wasn't what changed their life. Action was. They would tell you that every achievement started when they felt unprepared. They would tell you that fear never disappeared, but they learned to move forward despite it. And then they would ask you one question, a question that might change your life. How much longer are you going to trade your future for temporary comfort? Because every hour spent scrolling, every day spent procrastinating, every month spent doubting yourself comes at a cost that your future self must pay. Part 4. The enemy you can't see. Most people think their biggest enemy is failure. It's not. Their biggest enemy is comfort. Comfort is dangerous because it doesn't feel dangerous. It feels safe. It whispers, tomorrow, next week, next month, and before you know it, years have disappeared. Potential has faded. Dreams have become memories. Lives have become routines. And the scariest part? It happens so slowly that most people don't notice until it's too late. The life you want is often hiding behind the discomfort you're avoiding. Part 5. What your future self is begging you to do. Your future self isn't asking you to change everything today. They aren't asking you to become extraordinary overnight. They're asking for something much simpler. Take one step. 1. Read one page, do one workout, make one phone call, start one project, learn one skill, save $1, take one action. Because success isn't built in giant moments. It's built in small choices repeated consistently. The people you admire didn't become successful because they were special. They became successful because they kept showing up, even when nobody was watching, even when they didn't feel like it, even when progress was invisible. Please think out this. Somewhere in the future, there is a version of you, a version who overcame the fear, who built the discipline, who refused to quit, who created a life that once seemed impossible. And that version of you is looking back at this exact moment, watching, hoping, praying that you don't give up, praying that you finally start, because they know something you don't. They know what becomes possible when you stop doubting yourself. They know what happens when you choose growth over comfort.